Hey guys, Retro Mikey 78 here, and today we're going to talk about the PlayStation Classic. Yes, folks, PlayStation has done what Nintendo did. They're releasing a classic mini system. Saying 20 games is what's going to come with, 2 controllers, and an HDMI output. So, today we're going to talk about the pricing and different things. It comes out on December 3rd. 2018, and it's going to cost $99.99. I've already pre-ordered mine, so when I do get mine, I'll do an unboxing. We'll hook it up and we'll test it and see how it runs. I'll do a little review of it. And the 5 games that they have announced, they said they still have 15 to announce later. The 5 games are Final Fantasy VII, Wild Arms, Ridge Racer Type 4, Tekken 3, and Jumping Flash. Only ones I know about, I played Final Fantasy VII, beat it. I actually went through it probably 5 or 6 different times. Great game. Wild Arms, it's an RPG. I don't know nothing about it. I haven't ever played it. Ridge Racer, I'm figuring it's just like any of the other Ridge Racers. I've played 1 and 2. Never seen Type 4. So I'm intrigued to see it. Tekken 3. Tekken, great fighting game series. Kind of a console seller back when the PlayStation 1 came out. So that'll be nice to have on there. And the last one is Jumping Flash. It's a platformer that not a lot of people heard of, and it's a little bit of a pricey game. So it's good to see that come on there. But what I want to talk about is, what do you think the other 15 games are? I went through my games and talked to the buddy at work before I got home, and we went over some different games that we thought would be on the system, and I tried to narrow it down to 15. Couldn't do it. I ended up with, I think, 20 titles, but these are 20 titles that I think need to be on there. I know not all of them are going to be, but these are the great titles that I think that they need to get. First off, we're going to start off. I think they need to put Doom on there. They just had a big success with the remake of Doom. So why not try to put Doom? Show people what the original was like. Now, along with that, we're getting ready to have a remake of it. Let's do Resident Evil, folks. I mean, come on. Resident Evil. We play the original just the way it was meant to be. Don't matter which one, but I'm thinking that one of the Twisted Metals needs to make it onto this system. I'd say probably either Twisted Metal 2 or 3, probably one of the better ones. In the horror genre, I think we also might want to include Silent Hill. I mean, it was a PlayStation classic. I mean, yeah, it doesn't hold up as well, but all in all, it's still one of the great games they had out there. And it's one. Now, this next one is one of the great sellers right now. People love it. People still buy it. Let's get people to go down nostalgic lane and play the original Grand Theft Auto. That'll interest for some people. Next, one more RPG. Let's do Chrono Cross. This is an awesome RPG, folks. You never played it? It's the sequel to Chrono Trigger. Great game. Need to throw in some platformers. So, let's throw in Rayman. That's a good platformer to put on there. Also, for more platformers, getting ready to be released anyways in November. Got 3 of them to choose from. They can throw a Spyro in there. Yeah, I got the first one here. And another PlayStation classic back in the day. We need a Tomb Raider. Any of the original Tomb Raiders would do, but I prefer either 1 or 2. That way you're not too far into the story. And then again, a PlayStation classic, folks. A Crash Bandicoot. I know they just released the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, but hey, throw one of the Crash on there. I mean, back in the day, Crash was one of their mascots. Along with Crash, get another racing. Crash Team Racing. This is just like Mario Kart almost. I guess more like Diddy Kong Racing, but it was an awesome racing game, all in all. Speaking of racing games, Destruction Derby, folks. This was a great game. If you like to tear up cars and wreck things, awesome. And something else that released early on the PlayStation that I found was a great game, Rallycross. Great off-roading platform. Just all in all, a good decent game for the PlayStation. Next, I think there's a couple of these. I only have this one, but I think we need at least one of the Mega Man X's. I mean, Mega Man's popular right now. They just re-released all the other ones. They got Mega Man 11 just released, so hey, we get that one. Now the next one is a sports game. This is one of my favorite sports games on the PS1, and I think it's the best one in the series. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. Folks, this was a classic back in the day. You grew up back in the 90s, didn't play that? Man. So then the next one, you gotta get Castlevania Symphony of the Night. I mean, this is a great platformer. One of the best Castlevanias they've ever released. And if you're done to release the PS1, one of the main games you gotta get is Metal Gear Solid. I mean, what else I gotta say? Metal Gear Solid was one of the great games. You gotta, you don't have to use the DualShock on it. It does use the vibrations. So I'm curious to see if these controllers that they have, since they don't have the analog sticks, I'm curious to see whether or not they have Rumble Pack in them. So this is a great game, folks. Next, great shooter for the system, Quake 2. I think that would turn some eyes. And down to my last two. Like I said, I tried to get down to 15, knocked it down to 20. So I think the original Siphon Filter, that was an awesome game on the PS1. Went right along with Metal Gear Solid. I think a lot of people would enjoy that. And next, there was a Contra released on the PS1. What I gotta say, everybody loves Contra, folks. And then for honorable mention, a couple games that I don't have, I think that they ought to put on the system. I don't have Gran Turismo 2. I think that a racing game like that, it was a great staple. The Gran Turismo series, always being a PlayStation, they need to put that one game on the PS1. And a couple of the other ones that me and my buddy at work were going around and around about. He thought that Ace Combat. I never really played that much. He said it was a great fighting jet game. Hey, who knows? People might like that one. But another one he was talking about that I had no clue about was Papa the Rapper. I've never even heard of the game. But he's saying the game was really fun and he thinks people would enjoy it. So, hey, I figured that one out too. And the last one on my list is a Wipeout from one of the Wipeout for the PS1. Wipeout was a great genre, but I don't have any of them. So, that's what I got. When I get the system, we'll unbox it, we'll check it out, and everything else. So, give me a like, a subscribe, and I'll catch you guys another time.